Hey there, everybody. I'm going to read John 14:6. It's pretty short and pretty well known. And it just says, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. All right. I'm going to read that first part again. I am the way, the truth, and the life. That is a quote from Jesus Christ. It's If you have a Bible with red letters, that's in red letters. That is Christ talking. I like that verse because it kind of like bottom lines things and cuts out a bunch of nonsense. Now, if you believe in the Bible, that's what's in there. It's not what I'm saying, it's what the Bible is saying. And if you don't, then you don't, that's fine. But I wanted to bring that up because this is kind of a rant a little bit, I will admit. I was on YouTube the other day and I ran across a YouTube channel. And I probably ran across it because I post videos that are of a spiritual nature. And I listen to some like Christian contemporary and gospel songs and such. So I ran across this young man's page, and he's like a spiritual person, but he's like really new age and stuff, which I'm not into like at all, just so you know. But he's one of these people that talks about like vibrations and like megahertz and things like that. And like he was kind of going off on his audience, and he was like, man, the reason why you guys are having a hard time is because you don't take the time to meditate. You don't get enough exercise. You don't eat the right food. You don't get enough sunshine. Those things are good things. I've never done meditation before. I mean, I try to have a good, solid, regular prayer life. I've never like meditated. But it sounds like it's a good thing. It sounds like you just shut everything off and just kind of like focus your mind on something, other than the typical nonsense that the world like throws at you. It sounds like a good thing. Of course, eating right is a good thing. Getting some exercise, sunshine, that's all good things. But it's not, those are like physical common sense things I feel. Those are not really like spiritual matters. I mean, meditation, possibly. I think meditation can help you spiritually because it kind of like shut your mind off, I guess. That way you can like focus on God and stuff. But exercising in and of itself, eating right, that is not spirituality. That's just you taking care of your body. And it's not going to bring you any closer to heaven or to God, and that in and of itself is not going to save your soul. If that was the case, all of these pro athletes out here would be holy men. But I don't want to make this like a gossip channel because that's not good. But I'm an NBA fan, and there's a particular NBA player who's married to a woman who used to be an MTV VJ, and he's having a heck of a time in that marriage. And, you know, I shouldn't even said that. I should not have brought that up at all. But if taking care of yourself physically was the end all and be all, then these celebrities would be like spiritual mentors. None of them are. Now, I do believe that taking care of your body, I think that's a way to honor God. I absolutely believe that's a way to honor God because we were all blessed with these beautiful, amazing bodies, these amazing tools that help us, you know, get through life. I absolutely feel like we should take care of it, and it is honoring God. I also think, trying to make yourself look attractive, as attractive as possible, that's a way to honor God too. I don't know that I can back that up biblically, but it's kind of what I think. I think going out, going for a walk, enjoying a beautiful day, I mean, we have this beautiful world to live in. I feel like that's honoring God as well. But the way this young man was putting it, that in and of itself is not worship. And so I delved a little bit further into this young man's page. And I'm pretty convinced that he's some sort of a cult leader or is trying to be a cult leader, or in the future we'll hear about him being some sort of a cult leader. Because he said a few things that kind of were red flags to me. One thing he said was something to the effect of, if you're lonely and have no friends, that's okay because friends just get in the way, and you'll be better on your own, and being on your own will make you be more successful and all this kind of stuff. I thought that was quite the red flag right there. He also made a video talking about how having a job is slavery. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, if you have a job, you are bound to that job and their rules and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you are a part of what they would call a wage slave. But if you own your own business, that's more of a commitment, and that could end up being more work than a regular job. And then this one guy's like, I don't work, I make YouTube videos all day. So I'm like, okay, this man has a huge following. It's very impressive. So I guess that's how he makes his money. But if it wasn't for YouTube, it's like, okay, so what do you do for a living? Like, you're sitting here telling people not to work and that it's slavery. And that's kind of a problem for me anyway. People equating any and everything to slavery. Here in the United States, I mean, that has a lot of cultural undertones. It's just kind of an emotional push button for people. I just think it gets overused, so I kind of don't trust people when they like want to equate everything to like slavery. It's like they're just trying to evoke an emotional response. So I don't really trust them for that. Oh, he also said, okay, so I mentioned him saying, don't work, it's okay to not have friends and just be isolated. And then this is the one that like really, really drove me over the edge. He said something like, your parents are holding you back. I didn't even watch the video, I just saw that title. It got recommended to me. And I'm like, listen, look, there are people who have really difficult, abusive, unfortunate family relationships, and it's probably better to sever that. But for the most part, I think that most people that have little babies and watch their babies grow, they do the best that they can to take care of their children. And if you ask most people in this world who's been there for you like nobody else, most people are going to say their mom. If they're lucky, it's their mom and their dad, or their dad. So this person's one of the 10 commandments is like honor your mother and your father. So what he's saying is directly going against scripture. Once again, I didn't watch the video. I didn't feel the need to, but just that title in and of itself was did not seem healthy at all. And there's a lot of people that kind of listen to this guy and really seem to look up to him as if he's some sort of a spiritual guru. But it's like, listen, you guys. John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And you can say that that's closed-minded, politically incorrect, whatever. I mean, you believe it or you believe something else. But just beware of a person that wants to try and separate you from everybody else. Like everybody that you know, everyone that loves you. And as far as the whole work thing, he's like, working a job is slavery. Well, first of all, you get paid to work a job. So you get some money, even if it's not very much, and money empowers a person. And also, it creates kind of a social network for you. And, let's say if you have a job, you've been working there a while, you've been a pretty reliable person. If you just stop showing up one day, that's somebody who might come looking for you, just out of concern, out of genuine concern. It's like, hey, it's okay if you quit. We just want to make sure that you're okay. So just beware of people that want to try and isolate people socially. I've noticed, because there's a situation in my family where someone got married, and that person that they married really kind of like isolated this person that's my relative from everyone else in the family. And it's just like there's a lot of manipulation going there. And I don't know what else is going on because they don't even live in this state anymore. But it's just like, it's a little bit of manipulation. Like once you get people away from people that know them and who care about them, you can kind of manipulate them. In the video that was made about not having friends, like it's okay if you don't fit in and you don't have friends. Like, give me a break. He wasn't addressing people that are just loners and they enjoy being loners. The title of the video said lonely and don't fit in or something like that. So he was kind of reaching out to a group of people that probably doesn't feel that great about himself. So be careful. Yeah, just be careful who you let influence your spirit. Me with this channel, I don't really care about this channel or really what you think about what I'm saying so much. I just want to encourage people to just read the Bible, stay in the Word, and get a good prayer relationship with the Lord, and just create a good relationship with the Lord. And this is why I don't believe in like telling people what to do. Like this person was like, your parents are holding you back. That's all very, very situational. I mean, sometimes there are situations where people need to separate from their family, but there are situations where you just gotta understand. And there's a lot of people being raised by grandparents now. So that's a very big generational gap. So that could create a lot of misunderstanding. You got to kind of understand that your parents, your family, they're not perfect, but more than likely they really care for you and love you, and they are going to have your back more than most other people will. So I don't believe that any kind of so-called spiritual guru or leader or whatever should be telling people what to do. Those are all matters of the heart, and it's just all very individualized. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Once again, John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Be careful who you're listening to out there, guys. The thing I like about the Bible, the thing I like about that verse, John 14:6, is that it is an absolute. And there aren't a lot of absolutes in the world anymore. And I think that the Bible actually does that for people. It actually kind of gives some absolutes and some direction. So stay prayed up, everybody, and stay in your word. Have a great night.